Yeah.
Are you sure?
You ready?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Shut up!
Okay, I already started it. It's been going for like 15 seconds.
Welcome to the podcast. This is the
Shut up.
cabin
Shut
college cabin.
The cabin
We're your
college.
boys.
We're men.
We're your boys.
We're three little kitties.
Oh.
Okay. We don't classify as either or, just in case we have viewers. You know
I'm
the
a man.
drill.
I'm sorry. I classify as he.
You know the drill.
We
So
apologize for your ears. This is
I
the
don't.
intro. I'm not going to try it again. This is how it will go.
I
So
bet.
anyway, if you couldn't understand any of our English, this is
College cabin.
this is the college cabin. Sorry, I got the word pogger stuck in my mind. This is the college cabin podcast, I guess.
Facts.
Yes. So we just you guys want to introduce yourselves to all
Sure.
possibly
Go ahead.
3 of our viewers, which is
Alright,
each of our
alright.
parents right now.
I'm Kosher. I'd like to start off by saying, person of color, so I can relate to the slippers being thrown at me.
But you're not
Let's
Hispanic.
see.
That's not.
Well, no.
I mean, you ain't got the chanclas coming at you.
That's
It's a whole new thing because they like weave the leather throughout, so it's just extra tight.
Well, nothing racist here. Which a couple of guys making this.
Why would you say
college.
that? Why would you say that? Okay, for
No,
those people who are listening, that is bleeped out. I think possibly. I don't know. I'll figure out if I want to do.
No, I had to say it just to clarify. I had to clarify, because I started off with something controversial.
I can bleep everything out. It's not
So, let's see.
Oh, God.
How else do I introduce myself?
Well,
Let's see.
where are you going to
Yeah,
college? Because this is the college cottage.
Facts.
The college,
Alright, so
not cottage.
keep
Cabin.
talking over me. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, talk.
I'm kidding.
Say it. God.
I'm going to College of the Canyons. It is in somewhere on the planet. For 2 years as a junior. I'm going as a junior, and then I'll be transferring as a junior to UC hopefully, which is also somewhere on the planet. All right, someone else can go.
Big clap. How about you introduce yourself, Jerry?
Alright. So, my name is Jared.
Why are you like 4 feet from the mic?
Am I?
For me, it sounds like it.
Actually, yeah, you just had to turn him up.
Oh, yeah, actually, I forgot I turned you down because you screamed the other day. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Jared. I will also be attending College of the Champions.
Let's
with
go.
Kosher.
Let's go.
It is a community college. We're gonna be there for 2 years, and then Kosher, you're also looking to get like a business transfer, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so Kosher and I are kind of on the same path right now.
Awesome. And I am Luke. I am on my own. I have nobody. I will be leaving to go to Chicago. I'm going to DePaul, and it will be different. I will have no friends at first.
He's gonna become morbidly obese based off the amount of Chicago deep cheese pizza.
Based off how
Deep cheese pizza.
Deep
cheese. Deep.
Pizza.
Yo, it's the Beezy Pizza, bro. Okay. Anyway, yes, I'm pretty sure all of us are going into some sort of business major, because you know what they call me, right? You know what they call me? They call me Steven Jobs, cause business. Yes, they do.
Congratulations. Never
I
heard
have-
anyone in my entire life call you that once.
I've inherited
And
15,000 stock in Apple for claiming his name.
okay, and you're also being sued, right? Because I'm
Uh,
pretty sure
I
Yeah,
am
wait,
that's
we
also
don't
illegal.
have
Mr.
copyright,
Tim
Chief.
Apple is
Oh
suing
my
me.
god. You killed us. We don't have
Alright, and
copyright.
I know Kasha already said he's a person of color, but Luke and I are as well.
We're
Yes.
basically like the most diverse. We make up the
we're
entire
we're
world.
not the no, we're not. We take up like
We're
I
like,
think we were born in about every country in the world.
yeah,
we were
basically.
in every country. It. I mean, okay. So if you think about it, so we got. Gosh, wait. Did I introduce my name?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm Luke. There you
no,
go.
you did.
All right,
Wow.
that's done. I don't remember. Who cares? Anyway, so Kosher, we're like, what is your nationality?
Oh yeah, I am Pakistani American.
Yes, Jerry. What is you? I call him Jerry, by the way. So if you hear me call him Jerry, it's just me.
Yeah,
His
it's
name is
just the
not Jerry.
J. The letter J is associated with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything
My
with J.
mom's side of the family is from Mexico, and my dad's side is of Iranian descent. Of course, I was born in America.
And I am half Salvadorian from my dad, and half just, I guess, white American. Yes, I am not a white person. I don't know. I don't.
Imagine.
Dude, imagine.
Imagine not being white.
Um,
God.
Whoops.
imagine having some social struggles in
say-
life, man.
Can't say that here.
We're gonna get canceled before we start. Dude, James Charles is gonna sister cancel us, I swear. But yeah, so basically what this whole podcast will be, we'll bring up topics of just what is going on in today's day and age, such as, I mean, we got this whole virus thing going on, which is something that this generation has not experienced, so it's new. We have the fight for racial equality and justice, which has been ongoing forever, but it's just been amplified lately, and more people are starting to be able to notice need for change. And any other news that comes up that seems relevant to everyone, but especially college kids and kids that are becoming adults. This podcast is aimed towards just and just talking about just our lives, how they are, due to just, I don't know. I'm having a stroke at the end. I can't finish.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
carry it.
So,
Got you.
should we? What topic should we hit first? Our first topic ever, past introductions.
First
Should we
topic
go
ever.
there,
All
or
right.
should we continue introductions? Yeah, like
Um.
we can.
Well, we
It's
can
up to you guys.
let's think. All right. Let's do this as a topic, because I bet everyone kind of had ideas. Even though this isn't like a big topic, did you think like a virtual graduation kind of thing and the drive-through one that we did too was better than an actual 3 hour long graduation?
Oh yeah. So just let's clarify. If anyone who's listening that doesn't know us, we all graduated from the same high school. Like what?
Yeah.
Like last month. Within this, within the past 30 days.
It's been this month. It's June. We graduated in
Yeah, yeah.
It was
June.
June.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
been like
So within the
20
past 30
days or
days, we
less.
graduated from high school. Our entire second semester of senior year was online learning because of the coronavirus pandemic. So
From March
just
13th. Yeah.
Yep. So just to clarify that, because we're gonna be talking about our experiences with these changes and stuff like that. So
And to add on, Jared and I skipped out on the drive-through graduation because of everything that was happening. We didn't feel like it was right to go and enjoy ourselves at a drive-through graduation. So Luke can express his experience or feelings towards that. So Jared and I Jared went to a rally, local rally here.
Protest.
I wasn't able, yeah, protest. I wasn't
Yeah.
able to go, but Jared did, which was pretty cool. So
I went to the drive-through because my mom wanted pictures because I look cute. So
don't that.
Yeah, I'm just a big cutie. I
Okay,
can't wait for my parents
let's
to watch. Just hear me call myself cutie.
so let's
This is
uh let's start from, I guess, like where we became where our high school experience was rare compared to everyone else. So let's start, like, what was your guys' experience and thoughts of like just first starting online learning? Using like Google Classroom and Canvas. We had to use that full time for a lot of our classes. So like, Kosher, what do you think about that?
okay.
Um,
I'll wait.
okay. Well, for me, since I was using it like because I had Spanish over well the first semester of senior year through Canvas, and so I was kind of already affiliated with it. And then AP Physics, we'd been using it the entire year, or no, the second semester. Uh, so for me, it wasn't that big of a struggle, but it was. I would basically since since our he, participating in a video calls wasn't mandatory, I would skip out on it most of the time. I think it would probably be better if they made the video calls mandatory, just so I can have I guess a regular schedule, because I would be doing homework at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. just
Exactly.
because, yeah, like a few hours before it's due, because most of the time I was due at like 6 or 7 a.m.
Hmm.
So I'd just be doing math homework at, in the middle of the night, and then I'd wake up at like 12 o'clock, and then
Yep.
my entire day's gone. So, or like basically, the entire I would miss all my classes.
I
Uh,
remember I'd be like it just I'd wake up in the morning and I'd look at my phone. I just see I get like a Snapchat from you and it's like it's like 1:50 a.m. and you just like finished math. I was like okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it would have been a better, like, because I know most universities and stuff had like you had to attend your video calls for an attendance, and I think it also counted as your grade. I think maybe if our school had done that, it would probably would have been better. But overall, it wasn't that hard. Sometimes it was pretty annoying, like trying to get help. If anyone were to need help, like the back and forth between emails could be pretty annoying, and just having that in-person experience is different than like a video call or just through email, obviously. So I guess that's like one or two things, or
My
my
turn.
Uh,
thoughts on it. Hmm. Yeah.
so wait,
Yes.
obviously, Kosher, you prefer like in class learning than digital learning? Is that,
Well, I think it
or
depends
did
on
you
the
like it?
subject. I think like
Yeah,
for
that's true.
yeah, for me it really depends on the subject. I think like English and stuff, I can get away with it online. Math, I'm pretty sure I can. But actually, I don't know, cause I'd
Math for
say
me is better
you're.
in person just because I'm
Yeah, I
more
think
kind of hands
math.
on that way.
Yeah, in person. But like elective classes, like digital design, if anyone were taking that or something, I wasn't. But I'm pretty sure elective classes will be much easier online, just because those are kind of, well, simpler classes to your main, like GED required classes, which I think those you'd probably be better off in a classroom environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Luke,
I don't
what's your opinions?
it was easy. It was I had okay the first like so the quarter we had before everything happened. I had like a I don't know 3.8 GPA that quarter, and I
Mhm.
got at the whole time we were staying at home, I got a 4.8 GPA because I probably got a total of like 12 assignments from
Oh,
all
really?
six classes I've been in, and it was just so easy. And I did the extra credit. Kasha and I did that extra credit,
Oh,
uh,
yeah, for
getting
econ.
getting our econ grades up. But
Clutched out an A,
I know, but at the end,
borderline.
the last semester of senior year doesn't really do too much, but it just more secured a spot. That's all. Um,
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I have one more thing to add on to that,
Go
because
ahead.
you said like the 12 assignments. For me, it was like for AP Physics, I think a lot of like towards the end of the semester, most teachers just kind of gave up with like
Exactly.
assignments and stuff. Yeah, and I feel like
I was about to say that.
yeah,
Go
because
ahead.
I feel like they
I'll
need that
elaborate on it.
drive. Yeah, because like AP Physics, it's a physics class, so I should be
It
learning physics
is,
stuff. It is,
bro.
right? Yeah, but like I literally showed all our class, like all the last month of the class was just all astronomy. Like it was all about the sun, and that's it, and the space in the universe, and which yeah, there's like physics involved, but it wasn't like math problems. It was just like, okay, here's the sun. How much hydrogen does it have? How much nitrogen does it have? And like that's it. And it wasn't like physics related stuff. So I think the teachers need like a drive, like they need it like for like I don't know, not I don't want to say give up, but I feel like they should I guess stay on topic with whatever like the course is, and I don't know, not give the student the feeling that they've given up, because then obviously the student will give up as well.
Exactly. Yeah, so like to take the words literally out of your mouth, I was gonna say that I
Hmm.
feel almost as if like our district as a whole kind of just gave up on the entire second semester,
Yeah.
especially because the listeners, so they know, they gave us essentially an option called pass or fail, and
Mm.
instead of like having to get an A, B, or C to boost our GPA, what pass or fail means is as long as we get was it a C or a D in
I
the
think it was
class?
a I think
I
it
think it was,
was a D,
yeah,
right?
It,
as long as we get a D in the class,
it
we can
was a
have,
C,
Oh, it was
because
a C to
it was
pass.
it was pass, don't pass, and fail, and don't pass was a D, fail was an F,
Oh,
because they
okay.
considered D like you did the class, but you just didn't understand it, and F is just you didn't understand it,
And didn't get credits at
and yeah,
F.
yeah, okay. So yeah, so essentially, if you wanted like credits, full credits for the class, you wanted a C in the class. And I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, getting a C is not difficult to do.
Mm-mm.
In fact, I don't
it's
even
quite
really even
easy
try
for it's a,
to
for
get a
senior
C. I mean,
classes.
all my friends know. You can look at my math grade. I had 28 plus missing assignments come the end of semester, and I finished with a B minus
Dude, I
in that
never did
class.
half my math assignments, yet I finished that class with like an 87.
Yeah, for real. So essentially, I feel like the district kind of just realized how hard a transition like this would be without preparing, and giving us options like these. Like I was not motivated to do
Mm-mm.
anything. Like they
No.
didn't force us to join Zoom meetings with our teachers. They just said, all right, like here's your assignments. They're barely worth anything towards your full grade, and they're due at this time. So
Yeah.
I just pick and choose important ones. I do maybe like 4 to 5 assignments a week, and then probably less every like 2 to 3 weeks. And then I just I finish all my classes with B's and C's, and I'm just gonna. It doesn't really matter for us because we're going to college, so our last semester GPA doesn't really matter. But if I wanted to, I can just clear my entire GPA sheet, and I'd just finish with full credit and everything and graduate high school with good grades. So I felt like they kind of gave up on us in that
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that's facts. Cause like,
But yeah, go
oh
ahead.
yeah, go on. No, you go. You go.
I can't be like, I'm not gonna say I'm angry about it because I was actually liked it because obviously for the past 2 or 3 months I haven't been trying in school and I get grades, so it's probably not good for like my education wise, but as far as just like passing high school and moving on to college, it was a, in my opinion, like a easy way to end it.
Yeah. And I think well, oh shoot, I kind of lost my train of thought. I was gonna say, uh, like the picking and choosing assignments and stuff. For physics, I got my like a month before school was supposed to end. I'd finished the class and I had one assignment left, which was like we had to read 38 pages and annotate every single one, and there's like 13 pages worth of questions at the
Mhm.
end for us to answer, and my friend group in that class decided we're just not gonna submit that, and we all passed the class. Like it wasn't like I don't know, like we literally like some assignments we just didn't do, some assignments we did, and basically it's literally pick and choose, and you pass your class. I think they also included you can't get a grade that was lower than your first semester grade of, like, if you're a senior, your like let's say you had like an 82% or something in math, and then with second semester's coronavirus, I don't think you can get below an 82% in math. I'm pretty sure. I think
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
might have
Alright,
how it
they
worked.
made it essentially impossible to fail the class.
Yeah.
Like it was probably harder to fail the class than it
Yeah.
was to
Then
actually
the
pass it,
pass. Yeah. Yeah.
honestly. And
alright,
to add to that, we didn't have finals. They were canceled.
No. No, we didn't.
So, I mean, it was a breeze. All right, continue, Luke.
alright. I'm gonna kind of segue off. We've been talking. You've been talking about grades and classes for 15 minutes. So,
Fill that airtime, baby.
Whoa, we need to talk about
Throw in
AP
some premium
exams too.
ads. Throw in some
Literally.
premium ads during normal
oh,
time.
okay. Well, here,
Ads.
let's take like a 5 minute kind of thing. AP exams. Those were
Yeah.
pretty wackadoodle.
Easy.
They were easy.
Okay.
They were either super easy or extremely hard
Super hard.
because it's
And
just having an entire year's worth of class and I don't know how much is the test again? Like $100 something dollars.
$98 or
Yeah, that,
105, I don't
like
remember.
almost $100 test, and it's like two questions. You're in an entire semester of college, so that could
Hmm.
be like I don't know, one class, depending on where you're going, maybe 2 grand to 5 grand. I don't know. That all that on the two questions, and it just kind of weighs on you.
Yeah, and there's the issue with like some UCs weren't even well, I don't even know if it's UCs because I was talking to my friend like because he goes to a private school, he goes to Cedar Canyon, and so there you're forced to take the exam no matter what. So and he was taking 5 AP courses, so he had to take 5 AP exams, and he's not even sure if they're gonna count in college because the way like because they're well
Yeah,
half
yeah.
the time, half the questions. So he's like, and I'm pretty sure something like UCLA might have said something where like some tests they won't even count just because of how I guess easy they they were. So like people like people who were forced to take the test, it's just kind of like a waste because you know I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm not too sure what I think about it.
My personal opinion on AP exams is before, of course, I signed up for three, okay, before coronavirus started.
Hmm.
So of those three, based off of like previous English and history AP exams I've taken, there should have been, 50 plus questions and like 3 plus FRQs and essays.
Yeah.
Uh, but this year, for my AP Lit exam, I had, I think, one essay, if I'm not wrong. It was one of the easiest things I've ever done. And then for AP Government, I had like two free response questions. So like for those two, I found those extremely easy. The third one is AP Macroeconomics. I have a different opinion on that because all of second semester of senior year was supposed to be on that class, but we missed what, like 40-30%
Hmm.
of
Pretty
second
much all of
semester.
it.
So yeah, a lot. So I didn't
Yeah.
really feel prepared for that one. Luckily, I was able to get a full refund. I didn't attempt that because I feel like it would have been very difficult. But for as far
Yeah.
as the two I took, I found them extremely easy.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for that one. So, all right, on the coronavirus thing, um, what? Can no one wear masks? Like,
Yeah.
it's not that hard. I
Right,
mean,
exactly.
I have asthma. I wear a mask. I'm not dying. I
Hmm.
I'm. There's just people that like I don't know. They just can't.
Bro, and Luke, you've seen me wear my N95. It's literally strangling me, and I
Yeah, this
still
man
wear
sends me a picture of his N95 mask, and like I swear, it like it goes inside his face, and his face
it. Yeah.
starts to mold around it. It's
Yeah.
so tight.
It's actually tight. No joke, it hurts. But I keep it on
I have
just
one in my
because.
I have one in, hold on, I'm gonna put mine on.
uh, as if they can see
Exclusive,
it.
yeah, exclusive N95 audio.
Alright, so you guys can't see it, but these guys will be able to. It's,
Oh, I can
oh.
see it.
Means.
Duh, duh,
Yeah, see,
duh.
and
My
if you
chair.
can see that, mine is a little smaller than that one. So
they're not
mine
gonna
like
see it.
barely.
It's just
Yeah.
so
Maybe one day,
wah,
viewers.
Okay.
Don't
wah.
worry. This is just the first
Yeah.
One day
podcast.
you'll see
Yeah.
how
One
like I
day,
told you how
View.
cute I am.
one day, when watch our premium ads a couple hundred times, we might be able to afford some equipment to
Hey,
upgrade our setup.
by the way, I'd like to just take a quick moment and thank
By
our
the way,
sponsor, Honey. I
Raid,
mean, if it
Raid Shadow
was,
Legends.
Raid Shadow
If you've
Legends.
never played Raid Shadow Legends, it's a third-person RPG.
dude,
Oh.
if you're not scared of us three manly men tracking you down, you should get NordVPN for
Yeah,
it's
and
the
our quick
same,
sponsor, NordVPN.
Audible,
dude.
the widest
Dude.
selection of audiobooks in the world. Yeah.
Oh my god! Like, but yeah, the mask. I found this. I saw this really. I saw this post that I liked. And it was interesting because so it said like something about the US people, the reason why the cases are spreading so much in America is because people
The beach.
in yeah, well, the beach, yeah, in the
It's-
US, everyone's very like individualistic and care about themselves, not really about their neighbors. um
oh, we're
and
getting canceled.
yeah, or they're getting yeah,
No,
we're
we're
getting
getting
canceled, yeah,
canceled.
we're getting canceled.
They're gonna be so bad.
And yeah, and it was interesting. Like, look, remember when I told you I got the 75 eggs, the 5 dozen eggs or whatever. So we went
Oh
around
yeah.
like asking, yeah, like when we saw our neighbors out, we're like, yeah, what's up? If you guys need any help with anything, we're here. We don't mind giving you any food, anything like that. It's just or masks or anything. We have extras. But like not once did any of them offer make like a counter offer, say, we got your back as well. It was always
Hmm.
like,
I'm
oh,
liking
me,
that bag
me,
of
me.
eggs, but you see, I would like to bring down the price a little bit, but I will offer some time of my. Let's see, the house can go for this much.
Yeah, that's just like, because I was like, I was thinking, and majority of the people, not majority, I've seen a lot of people, at least in our area, when I go out, people who are wearing masks, as soon as they enter the building, they pull it down underneath their nose, which is
The people
like
that take off their mask to like talk are,
yeah,
I just like face palm them every time I see that.
They
Like,
just gotta
what are
learn. They
you
gotta
doing?
speak up.
dude, like
It's
me.
not it's not like a soundproof mask that doesn't let audio out.
It's
It's a
just,
goddamn
this
cloth.
is, okay, so this is how it sounds with a mask on. So what you
Mhm.
guys are kind of hearing, it'll kind of
Like,
sound like this. And then I
yeah.
swear, everyone is just, oh, I gotta put my mask on.
Yeah, and like me, I have glasses. Okay, so they fog up every single time I have to get into a conversation with someone. They fog up at the cashier. My glasses like, oh yeah, let's see, it's 4 p.m. I'm a fog up now, and and I still have like I don't move my mask just to make the cashier or whoever it might be I'm talking to uncomfortable. So I leave my mask on, not seeing anything, and I'm still talking. Like like I know there's the one like the muffling thing, but I literally can't see, and I don't take my mask off. I think people should think about others a little more often. Um, Obviously along with yourself, but you know, y- you gotta care about others. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like,
Okay. So what topic
Taquitos. Uh, um.
what topic we hitting next? We have any
That'd
plans?
be a topic. We just try and get some fluid. I don't know.
well, you wanna
Fluid.
segue into like the rally
Um
you went to, Jared?
I say for this episode, let's keep it like mellow, and
I was gonna,
then
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
because we're starting, we're
We can
yeah
keep it light.
we're getting to learn things, but next episode we'll talk about like racism and all the stuff that's
Yeah, we'll
happening
talk
We'll,
within the
about
we'll,
world
we'll
right
hit
now.
heavy later. Right now, it's just
Yeah,
kind
we
of
can talk about
introduction,
shades and
who
Black
we
Lives
are,
Matter, all that
where we
stuff.
come
That's to
World
from,
come.
Wars.
where we're going.
Listeners, be prepared for the next episode where
All three of you,
we're gonna
possibly two.
yeah. Me and Kosher are the only two listeners so
I'm
far.
not even listening to it myself. It's just-
Yeah, let's do it right now. Aren't we live streaming?
this is live right now.
Yo, wait, I can live stream off my phone. Hold up, let me get that
Go
started.
No,
live, go live stream the podcast. All right, let's segue into like current news that doesn't have to do with a heavy topic. Does anyone have anything off the
Here,
top of
wait.
their
I
head?
could just pull up. Uh, I'm just gonna pull up the news on here. Just try and find something funny.
You're
Gun
gonna find
battle over
something.
El Chapo. Oh no, never mind. That's not funny.
Here, I have one. Here, we can touch this topic really quickly because it's not too important to many people. But the streaming scene. So there's like Mixer,
Oh
Facebook
yeah.
Gaming,
Bro,
Twitch,
ain't no mixer no
and
more.
YouTube
Ninja,
Gaming.
let's
Yeah,
go.
so
Ninja,
Ninja,
yeah,
dude, the
Ninja caught a
Blevins,
bag.
the
dude. It's a
Blevins.
couple hundred racks.
So yes, as if you don't know, the streaming company Mixer, which is owned by Microsoft, right? They announced that they are GGs.
Hmm.
They're
And
closing down,
going
and
to Facebook because
yeah, they're like
you know
merging with Facebook Gaming or something. I don't.
all those 47-year-old Midwestern mothers gonna be watching Ninja Tyler Blevins destroying it on the battle bus.
Yeah, exactly. And so like Ninja and Shroud, the popular, they were probably what the two biggest streamers on Mixer. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I
They
thought
they
weren't they
both
the
got.
only who I've used Mixer once because we have a friend named Mikey and I accidentally clicked his Mixer while
Oh,
he was
Rocket League. Let's
he was
go.
playing on Xbox or something. That's the only time I've ever opened Mixer.
So I mean, I wouldn't be. It's not surprising to hear that Mixer is done for. I'm not surprised. But so what do you guys think is like? Do you think Twitch is just gonna take over again, or do you think this is YouTube Gaming's chance to
I'll
skyrocket into the scene? I
Twitch is
me
always
personally, I don't think Facebook streaming has a chance at
it doesn't.
anything.
It's between
No
Twitch
one
and
uses
YouTube.
Facebook
Yeah,
yeah,
YouTube's
for real. It's
streaming
Twitch
service
and YouTube.
has it's become a lot better. Yet Twitch has been mainly for their streaming.
Yeah, Twitch is.
Mainly, it
Yeah.
is for the streaming service.
Yeah, but
Yet,
I mean, everyone always complains about how
About Twitch.
Twitch,
yeah, that's the thing.
staff and
Yeah.
support is just
Yeah, there's Twitch
horrendous. It's
staff is
like,
Yeah.
bad. Yet Twitch was made for people to live stream playing games or just
mhm.
like doing fun things. Yet it's become it's become just like
Toxic.
a simp trap. It's just it's
Have you
just
seen the
there's just
lawsuit that's happening with Twitch right now?
no what's
There's a
going on.
there's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit on Twitch right now, and I don't know how in detail I can get on this because I don't know if there's like podcast terms of service
Rules.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, if it's
But
too bad,
this
it'll be skipped. So
Okay, it's fine. They'll blur me out. But there's a man suing Twitch for being overly sexualized by women, or I guess women are kind of over sexualizing Twitch right now. And
Oh
so he
yeah.
started a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and it's actually reached California Supreme Court. And
Oh yeah.
we won't talk about it here because it's descriptive. But if you
Hmm.
Google some of the points that are made in the writing of this, sue, there are descriptive words in here on what this man is doing to himself because of these Twitch thoughts that are exposing
one
sin. And I,
example of one of them is to throw out one of those kind of old things that happened, but it wasn't that old. Who
The cat.
remembers? Well, it is well not the cat. Well, it's the same person. When Alinity put a pillow under her.
You can't
Yeah.
say her name, no, dude. She
Oh no!
copyrights everyone.
Oh,
I'm
no, she
serious.
caught it on the
dude.
podcast.
Dude, our
Different
podcast is gonna.
Alinity. My
Dude, she's
mom's
gonna
different
hunt us
Alinity.
down.
We're talking
All
about a
four of
different
our
Alinity.
subscribers are gonna get hunted
Let's change
down.
that. Let's change that.
Change it up. Random topic. Let me think. Let me think.
T-Mobile is done
Minecraft.
with Sprint.
Who?
What?
Dude, I've seen those ads so many times. I just like,
No.
I can't wait to
They're
watch
like,
this. And there's just T-Mobile and Sprint are joining for 5G network.
no. So they join up, right? They're like, yo, let's go, let's join up. Chief, this is gonna be epic. And like awesome sauce, okay? And then after the outage that happened last week, there's like a couple articles coming out. T-Mobile's like, man, this is a bad idea. We need to dip set. So
I think
they're
the
trying to
main
dip from
two are
Sprint to
Verizon
yes.
and AT&T. I think are kind of
Yeah,
like.
I've had bad experience with AT&T, so I dipped from them a while ago.
What do you have again? You have
I've
T-Mobile.
always
But the
been
Yeah.
with
German.
Yeah, you got
I've been with
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. By the way, here we can veer into this topic on the Just quick veer. We can do Android versus iPhone,
And
Microsoft
also
versus
is and
Sony.
does oh wait,
Microsoft or Sony?
quick extra exit. Um, is 5G gonna kill everything on my body?
You mean 10G? It's 2G.
Oh no.
Is
10,
10G giving me
10G, 10,
coronavirus?
10G just be
I
the
need the
equivalent.
answers
Dude,
now.
10G
10,
is a
10,
level 10 Inferno Tower from Clash
10G's,
of
Oh
Clans.
10G's
god.
just that, it's just, oh my gosh, I forget his name. It's the bad guy in Lord of the Rings. It's the tower.
I
Oh, the Eye of
I know who you're
Sauron.
talking about. Bro, does this sound copyrighted?
Oh my god.
We're
That
gonna get
metaphor came with a
copyright
Is
double
that
struck.
copyrighted.
Alright, Jared, wait, Jared, what were you talking about? About
Okay.
a
So
phone?
we'll
5G?
start with we'll start with carrier. I've been with T-Mobile for like the past 10 years. As far as like commenting on which carrier is better, all I know is
Bro,
that
you've had
it's
a phone
not an
since 8?
all I
Bruh.
know. I don't really remember when I got a phone. It was probably like 12 or 13. But all I know is T-Mobile is cheaper than Verizon, and
And
from
AT&T.
using some of AT&T's and Sprint's other stuff, not like mobile carriers, but you know like Wi-Fi or TV router, it was horrendous. And
Hmm.
so I think T-Mobile is probably the best carrier in the game right now. What's your guys' opinions?
I had
No, you have no
AT&T.
opinion. You have no
All right,
opinion.
but
You're T-Mobile too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
but
telling everyone about
I'm
my phone,
Verizon.
What
bro.
are
I'm the
you, a
only person
Verizon
here that I
user?
got
Of
I
course you
got
are.
Verizon. I'm sorry. I've had
How's that?
Verizon for as long as I can remember. Oh,
How's that
oh.
fat carrier bill every month?
Spe- it's so sad. But speaking of this, um, so I'm not gonna tell him his name, but so my stepdad, he has through his like business, they got AT&T on his phone. Yet, I love it. His phone says 5G
Oh yeah, E,
because
5G
yeah,
E.
AT&T gave him the 5G plan. Yet it doesn't work for 5G. He doesn't have a 5G compatible phone, so it's just a
Yep.
straight up lie. It's just 4G. It's not.
Yeah, it's a marketing
Right.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had AT&T for the longest time until like 2016. We had AT&T, and literally the worst experience in our lives. I think our phone bill was like 600 bucks, and I had an LG, not even like an iPhone. So, and my dad, both my parents had an iPhone. I had an LG, and my sister had Samsung, and we went to Canada once. All right, okay. So even now, if you're gonna go out and you have AT&T and you're going internationally, they're still selling packages in megabytes. Okay, one picture is like 70 megabytes, and a package for $100 is 900 megabytes. So you're taking like 10 pictures and uploading it is GG. So this is back in 2014 on my LG. My dad went on Facebook for 10 minutes and my phone got locked out for 2 months because we went over our 900 megabyte plan.
When you go on
And
vacation and have to forfeit all the money you made for the past
exactly, bro.
5 years to
And
take family photo.
we got a bill when we got home. We got a bill for 5 grand because of overusage, and then
Sounds
and my
fair to
parents had
me.
to fight back. No, it's not. And then,
Dude, I just
and we
plugged my
switched.
USB stick. I just plugged my USB stick into a power port. I think it's gonna blow up.
Dude, okay, another thing. Okay, so we switched T-Mobile. Our bill gets chopped in like a third, and we can go to like 200 plus countries and get. All right, it's
Oh, it's
2G,
so
but
amazing.
2G is like
It's
better than
good enough
0G. Yeah,
for real.
and
I
yeah.
can text my friends. You know, I get one message every 2 to 3 minutes,
Hmm.
but I can have a conversation for like an hour. I'll take it,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
so I don't lose
and
my mind.
we don't get billed for roaming. My cousin has AT&T right now, and so Wi-Fi calling.
I sprayed my keyboard.
A lot of devices have Wi-Fi calling, which is basically just uses your Wi-Fi to make calls and text messages over like your network. And my friend has 18, or my cousin has the basic AT&T plan, which doesn't involve Wi-Fi calling. So he has to pay extra money just for Wi-Fi calling. So if he ever has to, like, he just got a credit card, and he needed to get that text message verification. We had to drive out to the Ralph's parking lot and sit there just so he can get the text verification. Like I don't know, bro. AT&T's a scam. So is their
For
Wi-Fi.
real.
Everyone leave. If you have AT&T, you're getting blocked. Can't watch the stream. I'm sorry.
All
All
right.
right.
So then, I guess from phone carriers, we can transition into the phone war, I guess you
Mhm.
could call it, which is essentially Android versus iOS,
Am I
right?
alone here? I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Why am
are.
I?
Maybe we'll start backwards this time. It went me, Luke, Kosher last time, so now we'll start with Kosher and go backwards. So Kosher, what's your opinions on the phone war? Whose side are you on, and what's your argument?
Well, I have an Android personally. I have a Samsung phone. Um, I don't think my only beef with Apple. All right, if it was Steve Jobs, I probably would have had an iPhone right now because I like that guy. But Tim Cook, bro, that guy,
He's a
he's
crook.
Dude,
literally
it's Tim
yeah, he's
Apple. It's
yeah,
Tim Apple. The
Tim
president said
Apple.
it.
Sorry, president. He
Yeah.
literally like he tries to act like Steve Jobs, and it pisses me off. And he sells the same product, the same exact product each year, and people buy it, and that's
Yeah,
just above
the
me.
past three iPhones have just been it's it's the same, yet we made it
Hmm.
a little better, and then it's the
Hmm.
same, but guess what? Another camera. I've had my iPhone. Usually, people trade it in like after 2 years and stuff. That's like the normal
Yeah,
kind of phone trade time. I've had mine for
yeah.
like almost like a little over 3 years because in the past 3 years there have not been any phone that makes it unique enough for me to change
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, from
for
Apple at least.
for out.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Which then
And I
brings me.
think
Oh,
I just don't agree with the price. Like the new SE, the new one, I like the 349 price point for what you're getting. I think that's pretty good. Like that's pretty reasonable. But then again, if you look at the Chinese market, there's phones that cost like 200 USD and literally have the features of a like $1,500 Samsung phone. So it's like, you know, what do you do? Like it's I don't know.
move.
For me, it's yeah. I think as a
Change my shipping
pricing,
address.
as a pricing and like I don't know. For me, actually, as a business standpoint, I need to go to Apple and work with their marketing team, bro. I need to learn whatever like cheating or whatever they do, and I need to lead their. I need to learn whatever, however,
Whatever
like what.
scheme they're running.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just so I can just learn how to market. Like, here, you see this water bottle? Well, this is brand new. You should buy it now. It's like,
See this
why?
water
Why should
bottle?
I buy
We
it?
took the name tag off. New.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I need to learn. I need to learn their tactics.
All right,
Well,
Luke,
for
where
me,
you at?
so I'm I have an iPhone, and personally, I've liked iPhones. But so for the reason is, I do believe like Android has, when it comes to like the technology and stuff they have in them, it's superior in certain like there's certain ways. Like I know they have better screen resolutions. They've had the like the better refresh rates and everything for a long time. They've had the no notch kind of thing. They've had just the circle around the camera. Um, they made the folding phone, not the folding phone, but they made a folding phone with glass. It wasn't the plastic one. The plastic one was bad, but um, yet the reason I like iPhone is for its simplicity and its universal use because there's just like a lot of businesses and things and that use like Apple Wallet, Apple Pay. Granted, there's Google Pay, which works. It's the same kind of thing. Yet I just kind of find Apple's ease of use and the amount that it gives towards the use that you can use it in the world. Just I find that
Hmm.
larger.
So what do you know what model of iPhone you have right now?
X original
How
X.
much did that cost you?
Too much
Gi-
for at the
Give me a
time. At the
give me an
time,
estimate. Give me an estimate.
you want the Apple tax that they ridiculously price you at?
Yes. because this is my main argument right here. How much did that phone cost you?
$50.
What? Plus
No,
1,000, right?
the original iPhone X with the tax, maybe 11 to 1200,
Okay, thank you.
depending on how many
So,
gigabytes you get.
that fact right there is where I will draw into this argument. And
Google Pixel.
from what I'm saying right now, you may think I'm agreeing with Kasha 100%, but I am actually an independent in this argument.
What do you have, like
Um,
a like Motorola? What? How you
no, no,
independent?
no, 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 no,
Do
no, no,
you
no.
do
You're
you
listening.
have one of the old
So
roll-up phones?
I see iPhone and Samsung, okay, not Android, but iPhone and Samsung are both ridiculously priced and
Overpriced. Yeah, I
overpriced,
agree.
way too much money for me.
Yeah.
And I will probably never buy either of those phones. I've never had an iPhone, but I've used, my friend's iPhones multiple times. As far as like a Samsung goes, I was a gangster, bro. I had a Galaxy S3 when the Galaxy S8 had just dropped. You know, I was OG before it was cool to be OG with Samsungs. And they were, decent phones, I could say, but it was so ridiculously overpriced. So now, here's where it is. I currently own a phone called the OnePlus. Okay? It has Android on it, and as far as Android versus iOS, give me Android any day. It's no competition. Google Chrome, thank you. Any day, give me that. What is this Safari trash? But a OnePlus, dude, it is the flagship
OnePlus
of
is
the phone
goaded, dude.
market. I got a phone. I was comparing specs. It was like essentially identical to one of the newest Androids that came out for probably that was going for over $1,000, I'm sure. And for the same specs, I got this phone for like $600, I think, which I still think is outrageous for a phone. Because I used to buy my phones for like I remember like $199 was like a fair price for a phone, and now I'm paying $600 for this device. But I will forever stay with OnePlus. I'm pretty sure, and Android beats iOS in my opinion.
And to
I'm
the
a,
add on
oh,
your like Android over iOS, arguably, if you live with an Android phone for at least a week, using an iPhone will make you want to kill yourself. Like actually, like it's
That
so
I agree.
frustrating how everything about it. First of all, the animations are super slow. Like, and there's no setting. Like, you cannot turn developer mode and turn like animations and just make it 0.025 or something speed. It's just
Hmm.
like takes forever to make. Yeah, it looks like super fluid. I will admit, but it just takes too long, and then the quick commands and everything you get on an Android phone, the customizability, once you get used to it, which doesn't take long, it is like the nicest experience anyone can have. And I will admit Samsungs are super overpriced. Like there's no way my phone was like 1100 bucks. um and I don't think for its specs it should be 1100 bucks. But I just stick with Samsung just because I gotta rep the gang. And just so when someone says you have an Android, I can say, well, yes, it costs more than every other Android in the market. Um, what is it called? Like I personally don't like the launcher, Samsung's One UI launcher. So I you can have free launchers and run simple Oxygen OS, which is like the Android launcher that OnePlus uses, or you can pay and get like more customizability, which I did
all right, this
on.
sounds like an ad now.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm just
It
saying
does. It sounds
Kasha,
like an ad.
for
Kasha, I thought
most
this was
time.
an English podcast.
Yeah, dude. Like,
No, I'm
no
saying you
one's
can,
gonna
Sugarcoating.
understand what you were. I
dude. I'm
phased
literally
No,
out.
no, no.
saying if it's
Obviously,
too
finish the
Just say
thought.
clunky.
it's
Finish the
better.
thought. Finish the
That's
No,
all
thought.
I'm
you.
saying if it's too clunky, you can change everything about it. Like literally.
It's customizable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
And
Okay.
wait,
I'm gonna break
I
off from this.
have,
No.
Luke,
Shut up.
wait. I
Shut
have
up.
to
It's
add this
my turn.
last point. I
No, no,
forgot
we
to
need to hear
add this
Jared's last
last
point.
point.
Fine.
This
Go.
is this will be quick, like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
This
Go.
one
Go.
thing
Go.
about Android system that makes it superior, the back arrow button.
Oh yes,
iPhone does
sir.
not have that. If I get an ad, back out of it. Easy. iPhone, you can't do anything. You are trash with the single button. I rest my case. Go ahead, Luke.
Oh, you swipe from the screen. You
Go ahead,
swipe.
Luke. I
You
rest my
swipe.
case. The
It's an
war is over.
invisible
I ended
arrow.
it.
You swipe from the
Back
screen.
arrow button. Let's go.
Arrow button superior.
All right. Anyway, while you guys were teaming up on me and I was getting that's my audio cue. It'll spike up, so I know what to
All right,
do.
let's talk about Ford.
No.
Let's talk about Ford.
No, wait a minute. 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 Wait a shh. So, I got a DM from a Navy officer while you guys were talking.
Let's
It
go.
says, "Good morning, Luke. My name is David Guzman. I'm not going to say where we live. The blank, it's California. Let's just do that. I'm the California Naval Scholarship Representative, and I was wondering if you ever had any interest in going to college for free with the programs we offer in the Navy, or even some of its careers that may interest you." So, I don't know if you guys understand, but that's it. No college for me. I'm going straight to the Navy. 18-year commitment. You can count on that. Yes, here we go. America. Only they can see on the video.
Copyright.
America be doing it correctly. We
Please. No. Viewers, you can't see this, but Luke is currently saluting in his room with his shirt off.
Oh, his mom just walked in.
my AirPods fell out.
He knocked his mom out. He
Oh,
He folded her.
I'm folding it.
cut the camera.
He's Fortnite dancing on her. Oh,
Dude, I'm
God.
Fortnite
Is that
dancing on her.
copyrighted? Dude,
I'm gonna
this
get
guy-
Chick-fil-A for dinner.
Copy strike him. Copy
I'm gonna
strike
get
him.
Chick-fil-A for dinner.
I had
Just
Chick-fil-A
right
for
there.
lunch.
Chick-fil-A for dinner.
Okay, now that that segment is ended,
My hand
say-
hurts.
what we shot for about an hour. Let's just finish it. You guys want to
It's
finish with, like, a
51
quick
minutes, so
topic?
yeah, we can end anytime, really.
We'll finish it with one last quick topic, and I guess we'll just end it with technology as well, since we're on the mat already. Now let's
Display-
transition. What? Is this a
Well,
premium
the first-
ad in the middle?
Yes, we're gonna make
Alright,
an ad for them.
roll the premium ad, I guess.
Alright,
Okay.
it's our sponsor, Display. You should buy their posters. They're banger. Jared
Wait,
sent me
do you
one.
have a display, Kosher? I
Jared, the one
swear
you sent
you have
me.
one. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah,
What's that
yeah.
displayed about again? It's an
It's
anime,
anime.
display, right?
It's
Oh
anime,
yeah.
yes,
How's that?
Dude, it's banger. You guys should buy it. Support whoever made it.
These free
We
ads,
lost half of our viewers. They're all gone.
Okay, I guess last topic to end out.
Now that the
this
virgins
solo
are out,
podcast.
let's talk some serious.
All right, we'll
Let's get
end this with a final technology war, a war that has been rumored to be over for the last couple of weeks, months, whatever.
Russia versus
This is-
America. Whose nuke will do it first?
This is Xbox versus PS4. Where do you guys stand? We'll start with-
Xbox. The PlayStation. Oh, wait, the PlayStation. First of all, Xbox didn't even release their specs yet, and PlayStation's only matched up to what Xbox released. They haven't gone over. And then
He's talking about PS4 and Xbox. Okay.
No, we'll
not
find.
PS.
We'll just do Xbox.
I said PS.
Oh, okay.
Xbox, PlayStation.
Yeah,
PS4,
if I
that's
say it,
fine.
I mean PS5 and Xbox Series X. But
Yeah, okay.
the PS5
because it's the next war. It's the next battleground.
the PS5 looks cool because it's got the kind of blue lights in it with the
Agreed.
white.
On appearance, PS5, in
but-
my opinion, takes
But
the W.
with it and the controller being white, those things are gonna get musty so fast. You will understand how disgusting gamer hands can become. Have you ever had gamer hand syndrome? That thing just become. I'm like,
I think-
dude, where did all this dust come from? I don't.
Anyone who's ever owned a controller has had to clean that. I'm fairly sure of it. I've had to
Dude,
clean my
I
controller many
guarantee
times.
if you still have your PS3, your Xbox 360, or your original Wii, go touch any of the controller thumbsticks. They are like, you poured a sweet honey all over them or something. I don't know what happens, but over time that stuff just It just
They're no
erodes.
longer rubber.
So
They're in a gelatinous state at this point.
it's at one of
What
those
do
those like
you guys,
things where it's like
not
it's
wash
like
your
liquid.
hands?
Uh-huh.
I'm
No, it's
sorry,
like
Kosher. I
like
like to eat while I use my controller sometimes.
What?
Dude, I'm a
what?
human.
That's gross, dude.
I
I
don't
have
do
my
that.
Xbox controller from 360 outside right now, and it is clean, but apart from
Um,
dust.
All right, he's not a
You are in
serious
the
gay. You know
minority.
what? You
You
know
What?
are in the
what?
minority.
Oh,
He's out. He, he's no. Oh my God, he's
okay.
back.
Me not
Okay,
He's
seeing.
not a
we veered
serious
off. We
gamer.
veered off with just controller dirtiness in general. Go back to the war. Where do you said Xbox?
I
Why?
said Xbox because they still have their like big reveal to do. So their specs and like I haven't looked into
The
Are
them
there
yet.
specs.
are their specs not out? I could have swore
They are.
They have
they
They're
some,
the
were.
but
same
not all of it.
specs. It's the same
I saw
GPU.
they have no they have yeah but they have higher storage. I saw.
Yeah, they have the exterior terabyte storage add-ons that you can get.
Exterior.
Yeah, where you just literally get a little terabyte
No,
stick
I know it's
and stick it
external.
in. You
I'm
just
sorry. It's
anyway
external.
that and then
Look at him
also
bullying us for not knowing how to speak in computer, dude.
yeah,
Jesus
dude,
Christ.
you're over there. The my phone is
We
I
don't
can
have
extend it. I
6,000
can
hours on
put a
Linus Tech Tips. Like,
450
Minus 10
milliwatt hour
tips.
battery in my phone. It's so different.
Okay, this guy's jealous. Get it out of here.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Now that he's
oh
gone, we
my
can
god.
talk about
He's
gaming.
jealous you don't have my water, okay?
What?
What?
Yeah, that's
What do
it.
you mean
I
by
have a better
water?
Okay,
gaming chair.
Luke,
We're
have you
ending it.
stated your
We're
opinion,
ending it
Luke?
now. I have a better gaming chair.
No, no, no. Luke, have you stated your opinion? Are you done with your argument?
Sure. I just say Xbox. I'm just making it short and
Xbox.
sweet. Xbox, cause Halo Infinite. I'm done. I rest my
Okay.
case.
Kosher.
Huh? I have
Well, I'll go.
both.
Let you go last, Kosher. I want to
Okay.
go next. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. I am no different from the beautiful.
So now that he's gone.
I was
Yes,
removed.
Xbox.
I
Yes.
was removed. That was interesting. What is anarchy you people are running?
Yes, Xbox. It was Luke too. It wasn't me.
I
It
am
was
no different
me.
from the beautiful man that spoke before me. Xbox wins this war.
Yes, Xbox.
Like the Android back button, the Xbox controller.
The
Xbox
Xbox,
controller
yes,
is
the Xbox
superior.
controller. Also,
Who in their
also,
right mind has sticks at equal levels? I'm not a robot. My hands aren't symmetrical. You idiots at Sony, get that through your brains.
I
I
love,
rest my case.
I love how PlayStation, like, can't, like, Xbox, it's XAYB, easy. Like the Wii, A and B, it's just the letters. And then PlayStation, triangle X, square and circle.
It's the same thing.
It's
It's the
not the
same
same
layout.
thing. It's not the same thing. It's not
Okay.
the same
I mean,
thing.
who picks shapes to be your main buttons? Makes
Dude,
no
no, it's
sense.
not their main buttons. It's their logo.
Oh yeah,
The
you're right.
shapes are their logo. PlayStation doesn't really have.
Petition to make it 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my idea.
Press the
I
3 button
agree
to
though that
crouch.
like
Oh,
things
hard
like
take.
Halo, Gears of War, and Forza are just like superior game franchises that Xbox has. All
Hard
right,
take.
Kosher.
Oh, yeah, Kosher go first, and then I got something before we
Kosher,
go.
round us out. Luke will
Uh,
give us his statements, and this will be
okay.
the last topic.
I have Xbox, and then I went to PlayStation, and I'm sitting on
Mm,
PC right now. All
mm.
right. So I still have all three.
Oh
Personally,
my
I have
god.
bigger hands. Okay. So Xbox controller is godsend. And then I
Clap
went
it
to
up, baby. Clap it
PlayStation.
up.
I went to PlayStation, and literally I had to look it up. Why do my thumbs hurt? Why do my thumbs hurt playing on PlayStation controller? I look it up. People saying the controller's too small, so your thumbs feel a pinching because they're too small. And it took me like 2 months just to get used to the PlayStation controller. And the Xbox, well, since I have Windows, it's easy, bro. I can literally join Xbox parties from my computer anytime I want.
Yet you
But
had like 5 updates the other night.
yeah, I did
I
because
know we were
I turned off auto update because of Forza.
sad. Sad.
But what's it called? PlayStation, because well from the PS3 I love that because it had a Blu-ray player, local Blu-ray player. That's the one thing I did enjoy from
Ooh.
PS3.
Oh.
Okay, because
Imagine not having a Blu-ray player.
Imagine
I know the
going
Xbox
to play
Imagine.
video games and not being able to watch a Blu-ray disc.
3D Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray to be
Oh my
exact.
god.
All right.
Imagine
So
not having a 3D capable TV.
you mean projector? All right.
Oh my
Oh
god. If you
my,
guys couldn't tell, Natasha's
okay,
parents are
that's it.
making upwards
He's
of
gone.
$400,000
He's.
a year.
uh, one like I do not like how PlayStation they gave PlayStation the exclusives. That is super
I do
annoying.
feel like, yeah, like, but if you think about it, Microsoft has some exclusives, and by some, only Halo.
And Forza.
Oh yes,
And
and
that's
Forza.
it.
Well,
And,
I mean,
but,
PlayStation
like,
has Gran Turismo, but that's not a game.
Turismo, yeah. Like Forza's just an entirely different thing. But like I really wish they were equal with, especially with release dates and stuff like that. Like it's so annoying on PlayStation. Like what GTA did, Rockstar did. If you have a PS4, you get extra mil every week or whatever, every month.
What are you complaining
until-
about that, dude? It's
Yeah.
hey,
Like,
you remember
yeah,
that game
but-
that came out on PS3? It's back.
No. Okay. In the end, PC is master race. Nothing can out.
Dude,
Yeah, that's it. That's what I have to end at. PC is
Okay,
God.
hot take,
I can't hear
hot take
you over
before
your
we go.
$2,000 water cooler.
All right, hot take before the college cabin heads out. I thought The Last of Us Part 2 wasn't that good.
Did you even play it?
I watched get playthrough.
I played it. It was pretty fun.
I'm neutral on the topic. I've never played either. Is it a good series?
It is.
I've
It's a pretty
seen
good
some.
The first
clips of
one,
it.
the first one was good. The second one, the first half was cool, and then it just kind of lost me. That's just my
I
take.
liked it.
Okay,
I played it.
I don't know.
What else would you expect from a PS game? You know.
I
What I'm saying?
don't. I don't know when this is gonna end. So,
Alright, here.
like, should we just
Little
have
Big
it?
Planet.
I'll give
We'll
us
end it
our
on Little
first.
Big Planet.
I'll give us our outro. Okay. Here, I'll say my outro.
All
We're
right,
gonna
count
say
down
one-
count down the outro.
Hold
You
on.
ready?
So thank you for listening. Next episode.
No, I said count. No.
Hold on.
Wait,
what?
we
No.
forgot about the
You're
Switch.
ruining
The
the
Switch is
outro.
superior.
Oh, the Switch is
No,
better.
it's not.
All right, that's it. The
No,
Switch is
it's
better. That's the end of the
Pokemon-
podcast. Okay, there's no
Pokemon
outro.
Maid
Goodbye.
Cafe,
Make
That's
sure-
it. Yes,
Fanboy
Pokemon Cafe.
Hooters.
Fanboy
Stop,
Hooters.
stop.
Fanboy Hooters on the Switch.